Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 7. We'll presented about alternative asset valuation and income determination models. Next is my group member. The first is Pinky Permatasari with the last ID number 191. The second is Siti Nur Khofifa with the last ID number is 424. Then Diva Auliani Masari 413. Next is Aida Aulia Fadila with the last ID number 311, and the last is Dwisepta Anggraini with the last ID number 278.
Here I will explain about attributes and unit of measure. There are 4 attributes of asset and liability that may be measured. The first is historical cost. This is the original cost of an asset or liability, meaning the amount of money that was paid to acquire the asset or take on the liability. It doesn't change over time even if the market value fluctuates. The second is replacement cost. This refers to the amount of money needed to replace an asset with one of equivalent value at the current time, or the amount required to assume the same liability. It's a reflection of the cost to replace something in today's market. The third is net realizable value. This is the amount of money that could be obtained if the asset were sold today, or the amount required to settle a liability immediately. It reflects the current value you could realize from selling an asset or paying off a liability. The fourth, present or capitalized value. This refers to the current value of future cash flow expected from an asset, adjusted for time value of money. It's calculated by discounting future cash flow to their value today. And asset and liability are commonly measured using 2 main units of measure, which is money and purchasing power. Money represents the nominal monetary value assigned to asset and liability, expressed in currency terms such as dollar or rupiah, and is the standard unit used in most financial statements. However, this measure does not account for changes in the value of money over time due to inflation. To address this limitation, purchasing power is used as an alternative unit of measure, adjusting the nominal amounts for inflation to reflect the real value or the actual buying power of asset and liability. Next is the change in general price level. Refers to overall increase or decrease in the price of all goods and services in an economy, often measured by inflation. The change in specific price level focuses on the price fluctuation of a particular product or service, independent of the broader market changes. Meanwhile, the change in relative price level examines the price change of a specific commodity after removing the effect of the general price level change, highlighting how its price has shifted relative to others in the market. Together, these concepts help to understand different aspects of price dynamics in the economy.
Timing errors, what are they? A timing error happens when something changes in value now, but the company reports it later. This makes the financial report wrong for the period it happened. Why it matters? First, reports can be misleading. Second is people make bad decisions based on wrong info. And the third, it's hard to compare between years or companies. Best way, use a method that records value changes in the same period they happen. Example, if inventory drops in value in December but the company updates the book in January, December's report is wrong. That's the timing error. The next, measuring unit errors, what are they? These errors happen when companies don't adjust for inflation. So the money values on the report don't show what it's really worth. Best way, use a method that adjusts for inflation so the numbers show real value, easy to understand or interpretability. It reports use old costs shown in number of dollar or NOD. If reports adjust for inflation, shown in comment of goods or COG, what you can buy with that money. Usefulness or relevance. Good reports should help people understand the real situation. COG is better than NOD because it shows both price and changes and inflation. And the last is types of accounting. First, historical cost. Use the original price doesn't adjust for transaction records incoming only when earned, easy to read but not accurate, and has timing and inflation error. Second is replacement cost. Use what it costs to replace something today, doesn't adjust for inflation, better for asset values, and still has timing and inflation errors. Third is net realizable value or NRV. Use what you could sell something for now, updates value right even if not sold yet, no timing errors, and still doesn't adjust for inflation.
Illustration of different accounting models. In accounting, various models are used to record and report financial transactions, such as historical cost, fair value, revaluation, mixed measurement, accrual, and cash basis model. Each model applies different approach in valuing and presenting assets, liabilities, income, and expense. Accuracy in illustrating this model is crucial to avoid misunderstanding and to support informed decision making.
Solving price level change in financial reporting. Price level change such as inflation and deflation cause the value of money to change over time. In a historical cost-based accounting system, assets and liabilities are recorded based on the price at which the transaction occurred, without taking into account change in the purchasing power of money. As a result, financial statements become less accurate and their relevance decreases, especially in periods of high inflation, as the value of assets can be far below their actual market value. To overcome this problem, the general price level accounting method is used. This method adjusts the value in the financial statement by a price index, or such as the consumer price index, to reflect current purchasing power.
So that's all the presentation from Group 7. Thank you for the attention and listening. Goodbye all.